Welcome gamers to our first look at the demo for Menace. My name is DasTactic, welcome to the channel and welcome to this special presentation. I'm sort of very happy to be able to sort of show you what Menace is bringing. Menace is made by Overhype Studios and is published by Hooded Horse. Overhype is the developer of Battle Brothers, so this is sort of like their next big game that they've been working on. And Hooded Horse, of course, have got like a lot of really good games that have sort of come out over the last few years. So yeah, really good combination, I think, actually having the developer and the publisher there. They're sort of both really kicking goals with their with different projects. But in this case, this game, I've got to say, is nothing at all like Battle Brothers. So don't feel like it's a Battle Brothers in space. It's not. It's really got it's got a very unique feel to it, and it's sort of one of these things. I think once we get past this demo and actually can sort of go into more of the meta game, more of the strategic layer of the game, I think we're going to get a lot more meat and potatoes with what we sort of see with the actual game itself. You'll see that there's a lot of detail in the actual game that we can play with. There's not a lot of sort of connection with the actual units, though. I find like it's not as like for example in Xenonauts 2, I find that I get very attached to each individual unit. In this game, not so much. It all comes down to the stats of the units, stats of the equipment that they've got, and how you then combine those to sort of get like different effects. But we'll get into that in some detail. I'm just going to go and continue an existing game that I've already got going. I've sort of done like one mission, so we're partway through. This will give you a bit of an idea of the campaign aspect of the game. I'll just very quickly read this because this one does present what we're going to be sort of seeing. This version of the game is still an early build, focused entirely on the combat layer to give you a taste of what's to come and to get your feedback and thoughts, which I've already provided some back to Hooded Horse. You'll just see one biome and all your battles will be against the pirate enemy faction, but every mission and map is procedurally generated. This is so cool, I've got to say. Not just the matter that the missions themselves are generated, but I think the planets, the whole lot. It's going to give us such a lot of scope to play this game in all sorts of different ways. This is going to have such legs once it actually gets going, just with different things that's going to happen with it. I think it's going to be sort of like wildly sort of broad in what it can actually ultimately deliver, which is really exciting for particularly for me, who I love procedural generation in games. And so I assume, and I'm making a lot of assumptions here, but I'm assuming that strategic layer is just going to be wonderful to play, and I can see myself enjoying this game for many years. So when the game releases, it will include multiple planets, more biomes, and multiple enemy factions, alongside many more squad leaders to recruit, and a much larger number of weapons, accessories, vehicles, armors, and other equipment to buy from the black market or loot off the battlefields. It will also include a strategic layer that sees you lead your team aboard your ship, the strike cruiser TCRN Impetus, managing their morale and squads, and your relationship with the local factions to unlock more powerful tools. We hope you enjoy the demo, and would love to hear your thoughts. The game, I've got to say, just from the very start, just from that description, reminds me very much also of BattleTech. If you've played the RogueTech mod for BattleTech, now BattleTech's come out many years ago, but this aspect feels a lot like that to me, where you sort of can go from planet to planet, have a lot of choice in what you then go and do, and sort of then take on different missions. Let's just get into it so I can sort of show you the way it does work. So we'll just go back to continue. So with what we've done through here, I've done the first mission down through here, which is to secure a perimeter. This is 2 skulls worth of difficulty, and 818 is a supply limit that we have to take down in the actual mission itself. And all of the missions in this demo version are all 818 points. So when first touching down on ground, we need to secure the immediate area, blah blah. And so we then got a couple of rewards, an infantry special back in through there, and also a expanded LZ back in through there as well. This will make sense when we sort of get into the actual game itself. Just to quickly go through what we're seeing on the screen through here. So we're seeing the actual ship. Now I'm assuming that we may click on that one to be taken to the ship. I'm not exactly sure how that will then work. We've got selecting the mission back and through this other side. So from there, once I have completed this mission, I've got the tick. I can either go and do the rescue authorities back over through here, rescue the governor and his team, rescue the local administration head and his team, rescue the local police chief. So I can do that one through there and pick up different sorts of rewards for the actual mission, or I can go and take out a bomb maker. So they're the two that I've got choices from. And then I sort of go into like a boss battle fight at the back end there, which is the Lion's Den. Destroy the majority of the hostile forces is the only objective there. These are randomly generated, which is really cool again. Like again, there's so many great things about this game. I'll try to go through what I think are the negatives as well. There's not many, but one thing I do find is I just don't get attached to the units, and I would like it if I did. Like Battle Brothers, you did get very attached to the units that you had. You knew them all. You knew what their perks were and what their what was going on with them. In this game, not so much, which is and I don't know how they fix that. It's a great little tactical game, but not one that you actually do get attached to your squaddies as such. Now up the top here we've then got a summary. We've had 4 promotion points which I've already spent on my units, 50 authority which you then tend to use I think when you're managing what's going on your ship. You've got then, these are OCI components, so these are operational capability improvements for your ship, and you can see there I've got like a tab there which currently is not available so you don't have the ship at this point in time, so that'll be coming. I can't wait for that actually. I'm really looking forward to being able to extend this out and sort of play on other planets. We're playing on a desert world at the moment, and then we also have squaddies. Now these are the actual units that then get attached to each squad. And so we've got like 6 squads, and the 6 or 8, maybe 8. Anyway, they're spread across the various groups, and I can sort of chop and change them to suit how I want them to go. They're sort of expendable. These are your red coats. Oh, red shirts, not red coats, red shirts. So they're the away team red shirts essentially. So let's just go back into squads, and we'll talk a little bit about how these then work. I see it is 6. We've got 6 in through here. So what we'll see when we very quickly look at them, you'll sort of see that we've got, each of them has got like a different designation. The little green pips there are the number of squaddies that are with each group, and you can see there I've actually sort of fleshed this one out to have a few more squaddies in this particular group. And when we actually have a look at them, when they're selected down through here, you'll sort of see Darby's here. This is Corporal Jane Darby. They stand in the middle. She's got a rocket propelled grenade. The others are just using carbines, and so these are all named squaddies. So when we do play on Twitch, I'm going to be able to actually then sort of show that one. Actually, I'll just move my head out of the way. Just bear with me. Yeah, hopefully that'll work a little bit better, so you can at least so I'm not covering the important stuff. Okay, let's just go through what I've done with each squad. There is one of the cool things about this is you actually sort of are more dealing with the way that the squad is set up with what you end up having. So we've got Corporal Jane Darby back into this other side. She then has stats. So the health point stats come down to the hit points are really a function of the squaddies that are with her, and you can see there she's got 10 of them, for example, and then each of the squaddies adds another 10 points to the hit points to the group, and so they've got 60 out of 90 hit points. If I can get like a full squad, then I can sort of do that. Now you add and subtract units from here, so I can sort of go, and if I go and try to add any more, there's no free squaddies left. But I could go and, for example, get rid of one of them. That just leaves me with 5. We're down to 50. So that's sort of how that one does work. I'll just leave it there with 6 in the actual group itself. We've just got basic armor of 10. We've got the accuracy of 70. We've got a vision there of 9. We've got the discipline here of 70. 1 detection and 0 concealment. So we don't conceal all that well. The other thing down in the bottom through here, this is actually our level ups. So as we sort of get the these in through here with the promotion points, I can then sort of spend these to improve what the squaddies actually then get to do. So for example, when I go into this one, we've got the high value targets in through this other side. This has been locked away, this particular one. So Jane Darby is a rare full ace graduate of the Pathfinder School, and so Darby's attacks disable enemy special weapons for 1 turn. So she has like a special thing. Now I didn't really play with this aspect at all when I was sort of setting up my initial runs, and so I didn't look to how she could then be used. So I've given her the rocket propelled grenade, which is probably not the best of weapons. I also have then Commando plus 20% accuracy. This is will actually speak for Lone Wolf, so plus 20% accuracy, defense, and discipline from when isolated 4+ tiles from any friendly unit. So this one does really work very, very well as a scout type unit, as a commando unit. And I was really just picking any old thing without really thinking of their role in the group that we have. But their roles are really, really important. Now I can actually go and demote them and then go and spend it somewhere else if I'm wanting to sort of go and move things around. I don't really want to be doing that as such though, so I'm not going to bother demoting. I can't demote. Yes, I can demote that one, it says. Yeah, I didn't think I could. Anyway, I thought that one was, yeah, that one's locked away, so I can't actually demote that particular one. So we have a whole plethora of different sorts of upgrades that we can then sort of get for our units and sort of structure them in a certain way. Now, with what she has got, let's have a quick look at all of them and just sort of figure out what they're all going to be good at. So she is definitely a commando sort of style. This one here, when we have a quick look at him, so he is aspiring, 30% discount to promotions. Back and through this other side, and run and gun, minus 10 action points for next standard attack after moving. So he can actually sort of then go and move a little bit before he then goes and guns. That's actually not a bad one actually. So I might even switch things around here a little bit, and because he certainly can sort of do whatever he wants to do. This next one over through here is Stalwart. Pike never quits or gives up, so in this case he never flees. His squad is set to neutral morale instead of wavering, and wavering instead of fleeing. So that comes down to the discipline of the actual squad itself and inspiring presence, so plus 15% accuracy and discipline conferred to adjacent allies. You can see that's a bit different each time, so we have a few different types of things in through here. In fact, if we just go back, because I really wasn't playing with this at all when I was doing it. I was just grabbing any old thing. Yeah, regain 30 action points after destroying a unit. 5 action points, enter and exit vehicles. Yeah, okay, we don't need to worry about that one so much. Mobile infantry, so I'll just leave that one off. Then we actually have the unit that is actually looking after the vehicles. And you can sort of see down through here, she's got like an ATV chassis back in through here with she's got a gun on top, and we can actually change the gun out, but I haven't bothered upgrading what she's got at all. So she's just got Revel in Slaughter, plus 6% accuracy and discipline for each enemy unit destroyed, maximum of 5+. So expert pilot, tank buster, true grit. So her skill sets are really sort of geared for this. Actually, this is really quite cool. I didn't realize just how unique the actual sets were. I mean, we do actually have certain like berserk things in tier 2 that for others were in tier 1, for example. But that's very, very cool. Each one is actually sort of fleshed out in their own way. This one through here, this is Jean's Psy. And so this particular one has got economics, so minus 10 supply costs for her squad and equipment, and dead enemies drop 1 refill for special weapon / accessory. This is interesting because what we can then do with that is use it to replenish ammunition. So let's remember that, because that actually does look like something we could certainly do with what we want to do. I've got something very particular in mind. And then we finally have Lance Corporal Cody Gryfinger back in through here, which I haven't leveled up as well. I can't promote these. We need to have 20 points to promote these guys. He's a guerrilla, can gain up to 20% defense versus adjacent attack, so he can actually sort of move in and run and gun fairly close to the enemy. So with that in mind, I think I've sort of set him up pretty well. Let's just go back and have a bit of a look. So he doesn't have any more level ups. I've sort of spent my level ups with other units. He has got his carbine. Now I can sort of switch these around if I'm wanting to. These will then have like a point bonus. Like this one costs 49 supply. You remember we had 818 at the start with what we ended up having. Some of these actually then cost a bit more to then sort of bring them in. The different types of like assault rifles, SMGs, whatever else we might actually have. And again, when I hover over these, I can then get a comparison between the two. Now what we want to have through here is actually we want the range to be. The range can be fairly short with this particular weapon. We can go in with sort of like higher damage, for example, with this sort of, because this unit does perform better in close. So we could actually switch that one around a little bit, but I think I'm pretty close to my limits with what we actually end up having. So this is a it's a short-range weapon. Backing through that other side, fires automatic or semi-automatic rounds. Does provide suppression. Armor penetration is low, so it's really just more against other squads. So every single one of these will then have its own sorts of benefits with the way it sort of does work. So lower range in through here, but again, we do actually have multiple shots. Down through this other side, we've got again multiple shots back and through there. This is just an assault rifle back into this other side as well. So that's actually not too bad, actually. It's plus 14. Won't worry about that for him. But then we actually have this assault rifle here, where we could have a lot more accuracy than what we had before. So that's something we could look at. A bit more damage as well. But I think I'll just leave that where that is for now. These are going to cost a bit more, but I haven't sort of added those into the mix. So you can see there, this one cost me 49. I also then got the grenade launcher back in through this other side. So this is like the special weapons, and I've now sort of gone through and put I've distributed these out amongst everyone. So that I've given him the grenade launcher, which is a little bit tighter range, so I think I'll just keep him with what he's got. And I've also then got and given him, this is our special weapons that we ended up having through this other side, and then we've actually got the improved small arms. This is actually infantry armor, which is costing a fair bit. Everything else costs less. This is my best armor because this is the one that's more likely going to have to sort of run into combat. And I've given him 7 squaddies, so he's actually sort of fairly full with his actual squad units. You'll also see I've got like limitations. I've only got one of each of these special armors that we've actually got, but this is the one that does need the high level armor. So I've given it that one through there. So this one's costing a bit more to sort of have him sort of decked out. Right, then we down the bottom through here, we've got 2 pocket slots essentially, and we can then add things to these. So we've added in a fragmentation grenade back into this other side, and we also then have a smoke grenade. So they're the 2 slots that we've gone through with his actual loadout. I'm happy with him. This one I'm going to switch things around a little bit. This one here, I'm going to go and, because the enemy is destroyed by this squad leader, drop 1 refill for special weapons and accessories. I'm going to change this one over to the to what we had out through here. So I'm just going to go and move that one out and unequip. So we're going to unequip that one through there, go back to her, and just literally swap it over. So I'm just going to go and grab this one through here. We're going to now go and grab the rocket launcher. That will make more sense with her than with the others. And this one here, what we've got is a fragmentation grenade in this side as well. That's fine. Go back to this one, throw it back in the sniper rifle. So that will work better with her sort of ranging out on her own to do things with the commando ability. So again, we're sort of using things in through there. Now I did have an infantry bag there. I'm going to ditch that. So the infantry bag is going to be unequipped. I've only got 1 of those, so I'm going to ditch that particular one and give that to her as well. So we'll ditch this one as well, unequip, and then just go back in and grab the ammo bag. That's explosive. Yep, this is the ammo bag. So what this one does is we've got 3 shots with this weapon. So so I need more than 3. Because this is really my best way of taking out enemy armor. And so it's pretty much the only weapon I've got that can do it. I've only got 3 shots for each mission. You can't find other refills on the battlefield, other than, for example, this ability that she's got of the enemy dropping extra things as we go. So enemies destroyed by this squad leader drop 1 refill. So with that one there, when she kills something, we'll get another one back, which is good. But we can also just get more by adding this one in as well. We get a minimum of 2. So by putting that one in, ultimately we're going to end up with 5 when we go in. So that's actually how that one should work. So she's good. We've got this one as well, which we can just go and sort of have a bit of a look to see how things are going. There should be a total number in here somewhere of the points that we've been using. Yeah, I've got. I'm not going to worry about that one so much. I've got a Falcon Skybot type thing, which is a drone, which I've got equipped with one of the others. Yeah, combat drugs. I won't worry about those. I'll just go and grab another fragmentation grenade. That'll do. So that's sort of what we have with those units. The others I think are actually okay. Got light machine gun through there, medium machine gun through that side. and then the vehicle through this side. And again, I've got different loadouts with what I can actually then go and do. And so this one I've gone in with the medium vehicle weapon, which does have a bit of armor penetration at 70, but I can then get like the auto laser, which would have better armor penetration. How many shots do we have with that one? Quick salvo. It's not bad, you know, because the heavy machine gun's got limited weapons. Actually, this one does have things as well. Quick salvo of high-powered laser blast, ideal against heavy infantry, but also effective against light and medium vehicles. Each use builds up heat that has to be vented. Yeah, that's okay. Now that's not bad. I might actually switch that one over. It's actually cost me a little bit less. And then we've got the this one is a rocket launcher where we can actually then do a lot more damage against other vehicles. And at range of only up to 8. That's interesting. This one here is range 7. And this one here is range 10, which is actually quite useful. Gee, I was just wondering whether I do anything else in through here. I've just got the smoke launchers in there as well with this one. Bringing it in. Yeah, I might bring that one in. Let's go and change that one over. So we'll just switch that one over. We'll just sort of see what actually does happen. Anyway, that's our squads. I won't spend too much time with that one at this stage. So this is on board our on our main the impetus, and so we're then going to sort of be ready to drop onto the planet itself. Let's just go mission select. I think we'll do the take out the bomb makers, and we'll plan the mission and just get into it. So the way it works is essentially the missions are randomly generated. We can sort of see a little bit about what's going on here with everything that's actually going on. You can see down there I've got 786 out of 818, which means I can get a bit more. So I can actually go through and actually just figure out, like, this is long range. I don't need anything more than fatigues for that one through there. This one here is also in fatigues with a medium machine gun. Rocket launcher. May have to go in a bit closer with the rocket launcher. Let's just go up to this one here. Is that going to be too much? Yeah, it's going to be too much. If I go and click on that one, it takes me over, so I can't do that one. So I'll just go back to the fatigues. That's okay. I'll leave it where it is. That's all right. So we won't sort of do that one. I can remove units from the mission. You can sort of see what their value is worth in the actual mission itself. Like, these are worth a lot because of the equipment that they've got. So this is, of course, the vehicle. I'm not sure if that can carry. Concealment vehicle accessory slots. Unit size 1. I do have different vehicles as well. I can actually go through and actually get a troop carrier if I wanted to as well, and then have it so that we can actually sort of then go and move units around in the troop carrier. But I don't think I need to do that. This one doesn't really have weaponry as such. It's actually so I'm not going to consider that one. So we'll just go and leave the one that we've got. So it's going to be okay. All right, let's have a look and see what we can see through here. So details are: it's a daytime attack. The weather is clear. We need to eliminate the bomb maker, the pirate bodyguard, and get all units to the evac zone. When we have a look at this one, we can sort of see that we've got like pirates in through this other side. We've got infantry at the back. We've got an unknown entity there. We've got pirate infantry there. This is a bodyguard unit, so it's got like a higher level sort of NATO type symbol there. So that's one unit we have to take out. We then actually have the unknown in through that side. Now there's something there, some sort of unknown allegiance, so unknown entity. We don't know what that is, so we might sort of maybe even make a bit of a beeline towards that one. Got more infantry back in through here, unknown in through that side as well. So there's a lot that we have to destroy with our 6 units. Down the bottom here is our loadout, where we can sort of then go and sort of position things. These will be buildings when we sort of see them, and it is grid-based, which I was concerned about when I first started to play the game. When I first looked at the game, it looked very, very simplistic, and it is simple in a lot of ways, but it also is quite deep in other ways as well. So it's sort of like it's got a very simple tile-based movement mechanic that still works well. Like I'm actually not unhappy with it, but I thought if anything that was going to be probably my main problem with the game itself. Now we know that we need to have the sniper off doing different things. We've got a target back out there. The sniper can sort of operate on their own, so let's just go and move them to maybe operate this side, and then we'll bring everyone else together. So this is This is our heavy machine gunner. That is our rocket, the RPGs. This is the one that gets in close, so we need that one in amongst the buildings in here, ultimately. And we've got the vehicle. We'll keep the vehicle also just sort of operating off to the side. And then finally, this one here, which is using the drone. So the drone we're going to be sort of wanting to operate as well in the middle here. So let's just go and position that one there. So we'll go and start our mission, which will be cool. All right, here we are. So we've been deployed on the planet surface itself. Now the game has a fairly interesting sort of, I guess, initiative way of actually sort of playing. You can sort of see up through here. It's turn number 1. It's our turn to move, and then it's going to be the enemy turn to move, sort of. But what will happen is, with certain units, they will actually have initiative while things are moving. It's a little bit, it's not random, but it feels a little bit disjointed in the sense that you don't really know why certain things are firing when they're firing. But you're sort of, it doesn't feel uncomfortable. It's just a bit of a question that I have through there. So when we hover over different things, for example, this here is boulders, natural boulders providing cover and concealment. We can see there it's like it's 80 armor and but also like a little bit of protection there as well with what it actually does do. And so this is the extent of what we can then go and see up through this other side. So we need to sort of scout our way forward from the bottom of the map. So I'm just going to go and I can grab any of the units at any time and just sort of start to move them up. We can sort of see that there is actually like a target up this way. So we need to eliminate this target. We've got a few other targets, so we need to evacuate from there, and we have an elimination target there. Let's just move on up through the actual map itself. So if I just right click, and up, left click, and then move. Now what we're going to see here is the 90 that we're seeing is the action points. So they all start off with 100 action points. When I get there, it's going to have 10 left over. This is important. Now I can be pretty sure I'm not going to come across any enemy in my first little run up to that particular location. Let's just do the same up through here. So all of these will be able to just run up this other side. If I stay near the rocks, I get a little bit of protection. So if I go there, you'll sort of see I've got very minimal protection on the left, sort of coming from that angle. But directly over, I've got sort of like half protection. And this is using up 99. I've got 1 action point left. Okay, that one's fine. So I'm just going to bring everything up, essentially, into these sorts of areas. This is my anti-tank. My anti-vehicle group. Again, there we go. So that squad reacted as we sort of came across it. So it's now moved up to here. This is a pirate EMP team. Small team specialising in disabling vehicles for boarding and looting. So not going to really worry us too much, I don't think. By the way, I do also have like minigun strafing and also this unguided missile strike. I get one of these each per mission, but I've actually, to be honest, finding a unit and guessing where it's going to go is actually not easy. You need to suppress them really before you can make use of it. So you end up sort of in a firefight before you can do much with those. I'm just going to move this one up towards this other unit as well. We're not leaving any action points at all for anything at this stage. We just want to move up, get the vehicle up as well. I could bring the vehicle up to sort of then go and attack it, and we know that with this particular weapon we've got the accuracy is best at 5. I'm not sure whether to sort of do it, but I can use 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I try to use this is going to cost me 40 action points to make use of it. If I move to there, I get like a maximum range shot at it, but I don't really want that EMP group to be able to do anything with it. So I'm going to use up 50 of my my action points. If I go to there, I'm using 60 essentially. It doesn't cost anything for me to rotate. So let's move up to there. And we will just rotate this onto the front. Okay, and that leaves me with 40. Oh no, I've only got 31 at the end there. I'm not sure why we lost those. Maybe it was. Maybe that one was done. Anyway, I just need to end my turn there. If I've got action points where I can still go and do things, I then just need to let that one go. Now this one here, this one's got the drone, but I still want to get it up into a fairly central position before I sort of start to release the drone. So I'm just going to go and move that one across this way, I think.
Move it, Marines!
Sorry, my phone is beeping away. I don't know what's going on. So you can see that they're actually getting some protection from the vehicle itself. They automatically sort of gear up close to where the vehicle actually is, which is quite nice. So even though they're really only positioned inside tiles, like big tiles, which I thought was going to be a negative, and it's sort of, I guess in one sense it could be still seen that way, because it's quite basic just with where they go on the map itself. We're now into round 2, so we've now got round 2 where these guys are, this Pirate EMP team is up above. Let's just go and see if we can actually use these guys to do anything with it. They've got the carbine, which I can fire at length 8. If I do move it up, so what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't have to move very far up to go and make use of that. Let's go to 7. 7 is 6 is going to be better. Let's go to there. If I go to there, it's 54. What I'll be wanting to do then is actually to crouch and deploy. That's going to then make everything more accurate. So I'm not going to get what I need there. If I go there for 36, I've got 64. I crouch, that leaves me with 44, and then I can actually fire with the carbine. So let's go and do that. And we're just going to crouch. When you deploy, what it does a few things. It makes everything more accurate. Also, your heavy weapons often need to be deployed. This one doesn't, but a lot of them do need to be deployed. And so in this instance, I can now go to the carbine, which is a 40 shot. I've only got 16 rounds for the carbine, and that's it for the whole game. And then I can actually fire at these guys. And we can see there it's a Pirate EMP team. Yeah, we've got full armor penetration with what we have. Poor suppression, but good accuracy. So we may sort of do some damage here. Good stuff.
Oh man! Oh god!
So it's fleeing now.
What?
The voiceovers are pretty good, I've got to say, as well. So that's sort of like, that's the sort of the I guess the loop of what we need to do with what we're doing. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go and deploy the drone. It's going to cost me 40 to deploy the drone. The drone I can then start to make use of. This is extremely valuable. So when I just go through here, I've got move the Falcon. I've got 60 points left. I can move it once. So I can sort of move it anywhere up to, for example, here. Let's just move it up a little bit so we can sort of see what's coming without moving it too close to where we think enemy might be. And we haven't seen anything else just yet. So we're just going to be very, very careful with the way that we sort of then move things. And I might as well then move this unit up. So we'll just move up to that location.
What?
I'm going to move that one up to here. And we'll end our turn there.
Yeah.
Now these guys, we do want to start to move up to that rock outcrop there. I don't want to go as far out as what these are, so we're just going to start to now sort of go very, very carefully and leave ourselves with enough now for deployment, where we get a little bit more protection when we actually do crouch down and deploy. And same with this one through here. I don't want these to sort of do anything. I'm just going to end my turn there. And grab that one. I think the enemy may have been having a turn there. If you move and deploy like this, you'll protect your units very, very well. That one can't do anything else. And oh, hang on, we've still got the this other one. We've just got to end our turn there.
Orders.
Now I can move up to this location here, which will give me good protection. I'm just going to take that one before I sort of really sit down and start to do anything else. So let's just go and move.
103rd heading to cover.
and we'll just sort of sit up against this one through here and just see if we sort of spot any other units coming from this other flank. Alright, that's all done. So it's the enemy turn now, so they're just moving through their various turns.
What?
Now we didn't see anyone at this stage, so I can select any of my units from in here with what we're doing. So the Falcon Skybot was probably the one that we want to sort of use initially, just to sort of have a bit of a look around to see what it can then see. Ultimately, we're going to need to look at what's going up this way. I won't go too far up, maybe just over to here. Oops, wrong one. Nope, that was the wrong one. Sorry, I'm just going to go in Falcon Skybot. Oh, looks like I have to move this one. Just keep it back. This one, I'm going to be able to make use of this one a lot. Just end my turn there. Oh, there we go.
Enemy hardware.
Alright, sorry, that was the end of the last round that we had. So, we've now seen this particular unit. This is a pirate flamethrower tank. And I don't think we can sort of see too much detail about it, other than that's just all it really is. So it's got like a no current damage to it. So that's going to be something we're going to have to try to hit and destroy, which I should be able to do with this vehicle. Actually, I can't use that. I can't use that anymore. Not sure what's going on there. Alright, so I can really only use these at the moment. That's a long way off.
Yeah.
This is one that I would be wanting to use here. Now I'm going to have to stand up. So I've already lost 20 points. And just slowly move up so I can get close enough to this particular vehicle. If I go to there in 36, I'm going to have 44 left over. I think I'll still take it just for the next round.
On it.
And then drop. Hopefully we end up with a shot there. I'm going to keep this one where this one is. So we'll just end the turn of that particular unit. This is the one that needs to sort of get up nice and close. So I'm just going to keep on moving it up towards the top. Just need to stand up first. It's going to leave me with 26. As long as I can keep on dropping, I'm relatively safe against these sort of like these pirate type units. They're just not strong enough.
Sir.
That one we've still got 100 points. Yeah, we're starting to now see the bits and pieces that are now left over inside the pirate base. I'll just move this one up slightly. And then drop. Until we can get to the cover, we're just going to have to sort of be a bit more circumspect. Okay, that's good. We'll just end our turn there.
Orders?
And this one here is the one that it does have the Skybot. So I can move this one up, which I might actually just do the Skybot, because that's sort of really what they're mainly good for at this point in time. So I'm not seeing anything else much in the front there. It's okay, and I can just move the other one across a little bit as well. Let's just move it to this side. Keep on sort of fanning out to see what we can spot. There's no mini map, which is weird in this game. Like it does really need a mini map, and I don't know why it doesn't have one. That's a negative. I always like to try to find some negatives with games. Okay, we'll end our turn there.
Let's do this.
And then we've only got this one here to move. So let's move on up through the middle here, I think. 45, 63.
Moving to waypoint.
And just drop down there. So she gets a bonus by being away from the others. So she sort of has like a bit of a bonus up this other side. So we're just sort of making our way up through the actual map itself. But yeah, mini-map really is required in this game. It's sort of, yeah, I don't know why it doesn't have one. Anyway, let's just end our turn there. Pirates are moving.
What?
We've still got this guy.
Yeah.
And when we have a look, we have to be deployed with this. You can sort of see there it's got deploy in the list of things it has to do. So it's got a range of 8, which is, if I go and click on it, is side armor hit. So I do actually have that one there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this one will work. So we actually have excellent accuracy, full armor penetration. Now, when we look at this one, we've got the 5 because we picked up, like when we sort of first started, we ended up getting 5 ammunition for this one. If I kill this thing off, and I'm going to get a side shot in through here on the actual on the vehicle itself. So we end up with full armor penetration, excellent accuracy. So this one should be a nice, easy hit for us. So let's just go and do the hit. Now it's got medium fire. It didn't actually take it out, and it's now going to cost me too much to then sort of do this one again. So I'm just going to keep that one where that is. So we didn't actually destroy it, but we did actually do some damage to it. So we're down to 4 ammunition now on this rocket launcher. So that's sort of something we have to then sort of take into account. I'm just going to end my turn there. It's trying to move away.
What?
Now we do actually have this one can go hunting, and with this, this is the projectile weapon that we have at range 10. Can I hit it from there? No armor penetration. It's too heavily armored for me to then take it out. So I can't do much with that one there. So I won't worry about doing that particular shot. I'll still take it up. I thought I'd switched out the weapon. I thought I'd got that laser weapon. Maybe I didn't. Oh well.
Armor detail on duty.
Just move that one up. And our turn there. And move up. And just drop down again. So we're sort of using the vehicle a little bit just to help us. And our turn there. I think I'm just going to keep this one where he is. I could actually move it up. Let's just do that. Alright, that's good. End our turn with that one. And in this one, we can just keep on moving the... we don't really need to use this just yet. So, although I do have the others, I might just go up a little bit more with this. Let's just go and... actually, I'm now too close. Just forget that for a second. And we'll move this group up.
On our way.
So we're not crouching with this one.
Orders?
So we can't see much of what's going on. This is probably the next place that I want to be at. I want to make sure I've got enough to crouch. It's 45, gives me 35. Just slowly make our way up this way. Just crouching for survivability more than anything at this stage. That's the evac lane, the zone, and we do actually have an elimination target inside the zone. So we may be able to take that one out with the sniper. I could also target this with one of these as well, but I think I'll try to take it out with this unit. So let's just end our turn there. Enemies having their turn. One didn't move.
Yeah.
Back armor hit. There we go. Full armor penetration. This should give us the kill. We've got 4 ammo there. That's taken it out. So we're down to 3. Now I'm assuming there must be more of a drop in through here somewhere. Oh, there we go. +1 ammo bag. I'm assuming that's what that is. Maybe. I'm not sure. Haven't done that one yet. So it's a bit of an unknown. But anyway, that's one vehicle that we've now taken out. And we've still got 3 shots there with what she has got. So she's down to 40 action points. I think what I'm going to do is stand up and start moving up. And so we'll just start to sort of walk forward. We can't crouch again because we've used up all of our action points. I'm going to come across this unit now and get it to move up towards this area through here. And it's going to leave me with 44, 35, 17. So this is the safe option for us. And drop. Alright, now we just have to start to move into this zone here with the other units. So just slowly does it. Oh, hang on, just into a turn with the other one. Stand up. And we've got 44 left over there. Let's just take it. And drop. Into a turn. Turn. I'm going to keep on moving these ones up. Just so I can have this operate a little bit further afield for the next turn. We'll probably start off with that one. So they're in behind the vehicle. And the enemy turn now.
Let's do this.
Right, we're getting close now to this area. Let's stand up. If I move there, I've got 26, so I can actually sort of operate from there.
Eyes on heavy armor.
Here we go, heavy armor. Where is it? Not sure where we saw the heavy armor. Or eliminate, there's something else over there. No, this again would be cool if there was a mini map. We have to take those out. We're in a good position here to sort of be able to then operate because we've got range 10 with her weaponry. So I'm just going to go and crouch.
Those breakfast pancakes.
Here they come.
We've got movement.
Round 6, here we go. So we do actually have a shot there. So this is actually just a pirate scavengers. These are not very powerful, but there's a group of them that together. They do actually have an RPG there, but really shouldn't be much of a concern for us. The other one that we have to eliminate is back over there. I think I might take them out with this unit. So if I grab this particular unit and then just go with the... well, the carbine will hit at range 8. And that is actually far enough to be able to do this. Did a little bit of damage. I do have 10 shots with the sniper rifle, but I think I'll just keep them. We have suppressed it. So that one really won't move much now that it's been suppressed. And we didn't get any kills there, we only did sort of a bit of damage, but its morale is now, it is now suppressed with its morale, which is good, which is very good. Alright, then we have, one other thing which is a big problem in this game is that there's no save during the missions. There really has to be in the actual missions themselves. You have to play out the missions. I don't know why so many modern games have like missions that you can't save in the middle of. I hope it's just a demo thing and not an actual game feature thing. It would drive me nuts if that's a game feature. That one's still coming through. It was suppressed, but it's still moving.
What?
Alright, so we're going to now go to this unit through here. We're going to go and move these up. I mean, it's just going to start to sort of... I might even move it across to see if we can find out what this elimination target is that we have over this other side. So let's just move it across this way. It's a long way off. We may have to hunt that one ourselves. Yeah, can't go any further that way. Got to be sort of within range of the others. Let's have a look, a bit of a look up this way. There we go. There's the actual bodyguard unit. Especially hardened squad of pirate veterans pulling up. What are they doing? They're pulling security for higher ups in the pirate ranks. So we do need to eliminate this squad. Wish I had kept the others now with what they were doing. And our turn with that one. Oh, they've destroyed the drone. Now we only get the one drone.
Yep.
I'll move up to there. It's not going to be great. 72 leaves me with 8 left over. If I go there, I can crouch. I'll do the crouching. This could be a bit more difficult than we thought. Here we are now seeing them. Let's go and move this one up. This one's got a range of 10. So I can sort of keep it fairly far back, and then sort of fire at these guys with that range. If I sort of hover over that one, we should then see like a dotted line as to where that can actually then fire. The accuracy goes down a bit, but it's still going to be okay. So with that one through there, a dotted line is there. I just have to move it up a couple. And I've got 2 shots with this. I've only got 8 shots in total with this weapon. Got one down. And another one. Okay, we got rid of 2 of them, which is good. Now we've gotten rid of that vehicle. I'm going to keep on now moving up. And that leaves me with 37, so I can duck down. There, I've got 28. I'll have to go that way. And drop.
Who, sir?
We want to get in amongst this stuff. Just need to make sure I keep at least sort of 20 left over. 17, 26. Let's go that way.
Up for it. What?
Round 7 coming up. So we have all of our units again. We no longer have the drone. So with this one here, I'm just going to go and hit this squad again. I could use the sniper.
Orders?
It's down to 1 unit, I think. Let's do that again.
Stay on him, 103rd.
Still there. Can't do much else with that. Let's have another crack with these. Oh, it's another group of bodyguards.
What?
Now, again, just looking at the bang for buck, it's 5. 5 is my best option. So I want to move. If I move there, I've got 68. I need to fire with 40. Let's go and do that from around about there.
I'll give you your due.
Good.
Whatever.
Okay, we've taken out that one. That's all good. So that pirate squad is now gone. That's one of those squads that we had to eliminate. We do need to now eliminate the unit that was over here. So we do have to move into that particular location to take that one out. Can't do anything with those just yet. So we're going to be wanting to... Now this one here is a little bit useless. I'll just end the turn that we've got there. Then they're moving in. Gonna have to take them out as well.
Yeah.
And I think we now just switch over and start to not worry about this side. We now go straight for the other side now. So stand up and just run to the east.
Moving.
I can rotate the map as well, like to sort of see around different
Yeah.
things, which is fairly nice. Stand up. We know that there's another squad up there, but I'm not going to worry about them. Let's just move across.
Sir.
If you don't have enough action points to do anything, it will then just automatically go and choose, and I can choose whichever one of these that I actually want to be using. So I can sort of go to this one here, for example.
Moving. Sir.
I don't know if there's any more ammo there. Can't see anything.
What?
It was supposed to be. Now it's round 8 again. Now with the sniper rifle, we've got 8 shots left with this.
Enemy is suppressed.
Got rid of one of them.
Enemy suppressed.
Other one down. So let's just keep that one where that is.
Kutta spotted.
Whoa. There's a group over there that's firing at us. So we didn't lose anything there. That was actually okay. So there's a squad there, like a heavy weapons type squad in there. So I might even leave this unit to try to deal with that, and while we sort of use the others to try to wipe out the other unit. So let's move this one down now. That way.
Yep.
Leave me with enough.
Hoofing it.
Just duck down there.
Yeah. Get there yesterday.
Sir.
Now, whatever's there, I can actually move into here, but I don't have enough. If I go to there, I do have enough.
Get to cover.
Let's do that. So get a little bit of cover there, and we just duck down.
Orders.
This one as well. I think I've got enough to take out the other group, so let's just go back up and give support. So duck down there. Okay, pirate turn now.
What?
Another one down. Another 2 down actually. There's just one more left. It's got it.
Rinse those Philistines.
And now turn there. Here they come.
Get him backwards.
Now, didn't we stay alive there? I'm not sure which ones they were going for. Must be it's this one here. Okay.
Sir.
That's okay. So we do actually have a frag grenade, but it doesn't go far enough, so we can't really sort of make use of that. But we do actually have the medium machine gun, which is got low accuracy. They're in here a little bit, but let's just go for it.
Engaged.
It's mainly used for suppression.
Dope is green.
All right, that's sort of got them suppressed, which is going to then allow this one to come back up. They're moving in now as
Enemy
well.
movement.
It's not a bad little game. Like it's
Orders.
got a lot going for it. Up. It's going to leave me with 26. I'll take that. So we'll just sort of slowly work our way through here.
Yep.
Drop down. Now the group that's there is just pirate scavengers again, so fairly weak. We've already used this one, so we've only really got these three. Now this squad here is a close quarters squad, but we do still have carbines. I don't know if we can reach that with the carbine. No, we can't. We just one off with the carbine. I'm going to move up, I think. We should be okay as long as we can crouch. This one's got the better armor.
Yeah. Orders.
We've got this one, which we now want to start to move off to try to take out that other target, which is further off this other side. I'm just going to take a bit of a punt that there's no other enemies down this way. So I'm not going to crouch here.
Eyes on. Finally.
And we've got the carbines here as well, so I'll have that one come through. That is our target there. There it is, the pirate bomb maker. So we'll sort of round that one up with these two units.
Go. Go.
It's still a little way off with the carbines. Alright, so it does have different explosives and things, but I'm not sort of seeing more like flame type weapons. So I think it's more close quarters. So I don't think we have to worry about that one so much. Let's move up one more. We just won't be able to duck down.
What?
Alright, so here we are, round 10.
Orders.
Now we do actually have the sniper rifle can hit that, so we're going to duck down. Gives me still 2 shots. I've got 80 points and these are each 40 shots. Let's go for it.
What's your problem?
Two down.
They're suppressed. We had KIA.
Got one unit down.
They're not dead. What?
It's interesting, when they start to do this sort of suppression type fire, it will every so often just show bullets going across, flying across, just so that you know what the interaction is. So we've actually lost one of our, there it goes. So we've lost one of our squaddies, and this is actually where I wish the game would allow us to sort of see more what's going on with the squads at the time, as to who it was, because when I do play this one on Twitch, there will definitely be. Well, actually, sorry, I've got the wrong unit there. I guess I'll have to do it next turn. I think it will then show up in the squaddies in here. So I don't want to move that one off. What I want to do with this one is fire with this. That's good. Down to just 2 shots with this now.
Die, Kutta.
All right, so there's two alive there still. So let's just now go across with this other squad. We're just going to end that turn. In fact, I might just move that one across. I've got one more shot left with that. Carbine. Yep, low accuracy but full armor penetration.
Ha! Landing!
I'll just keep on going. The grenade launcher, actually I can do that with the grenade launcher as well. I'll just fire the grenade launcher.
Grenade! On point!
Did we kill one? Yep. It's down to one left. That's okay. We'll just stay where we are there. End our turn. Here they come.
Enemy spotted!
Yeah.
Now we do have the carbine here. And so the carbine, I'm just going to duck down so I get better accuracy. Get the carbine and just shoot this guy.
They're suppressed.
Do that again. Okay, another one down. We're close now. So we've got the other group's just moving into here. I've got 4 more shots with this. I think I'll just leave that one there for now. Just go with the carbine.
Can't get them from here!
That'll do me. I'll just leave that one there. And then this one here. I'm going to need that one to with the carbine. We actually do have shots there. I can just have a pop shot at this. Just do that with the carbine. Actually, I've got the light machine gun, which doesn't reach that one, but does reach this one. It's just going to suppress it. Okay, actually what I do have is when I've got suppression like this, I can make use of this now. So let's go and use the minigun strafing. So I'm just going to go and position it from here, and I'll just fire it up through this other side.
Fire mission underway.
So it'll wait for the next turn. If they're suppressed, it will then sort of take them out. So let's just see how that one works. We'll end our turn there.
What?
So it only does it at the next round, essentially. Now I've only got one more shot here, which will be wanting to take that one out. So we've now eliminated the pirate bomb maker and the pirate bodyguard. Now we just need to get all the units to the evac zone. So let's just start to rotate this one around.
Close one, eh, bud?
Glad I got the fuck out of infantry.
So we just need to deal with this. Well, that one didn't move, so it stayed where it was. So it's going to be, like, you know, it's really crushed by the from orbit, essentially. So I've used that one. These can now all start to come back up. Let's go and make use of this one again. Carbine.
Nice.
Got him.
Rip them apart.
Right, we'll just start to sort of make our way up to the evac zone. I can duck down again.
Yeah. On it.
Get all these rushing up that way.
Sir,
So again, just see, we can see the suppression forces coming back through. I'll go and use carbine here again, or even here. Actually, no, I'll do it. This one here hasn't had a shot yet. Just try to keep them suppressed. Pin down, so that way when we end up strafing this, it's going to do a good job of it. I'll just zoom out a little bit so we can hopefully see a little bit of what goes on there.
orders?
And we've got 100 points here. Can't see what's in there, but we'll just fire suppression rounds in. Right, that'll do. Here it comes.
Hell yeah, Major.
We can get to see the actual craft itself, but anyway, that's fine. Yeah, so Tanker was the one that was actually eliminated from this particular squad from before. Let's stand up and start to run back.
What?
Now that's been wiped out. These guys here are still going. They're just scavengers. There's still a fair few of them there. What I might do is I might now use this as well.
Coordinates received.
And just try to wipe them out with that one.
Sir.
Use the machine gun just to suppress them.
They really hate us.
It's interesting because I'm running out of my ammunition now, so it's quite interesting with the way this is sort of then working. We'll end our turn with that group.
Kill as many as it takes, and then
Got
some.
no more ammunition there, so that one just has to sort of make its way across.
Yeah.
Okay, this one here.
Moving.
Yeah.
Seems to be able to move anywhere. I think I'm safe there, so I'll just run up. It's the RPG.
Orders.
Orders?
Still got 4 shots there, which is good. We'll need this one up to just to secure the secure this zone. Pirate's turn.
About time.
Poor accuracy. So the accuracy is the problem we have here. Let's see if this rocket will then finish them off.
What?
Okay, so we're now at round 13.
Orders?
And I should be able to get a shot there.
That's it, Marines.
There's another one down.
Fire mission underway.
Awesome work, Major.
There we go. Not sure what's left of that. Blew out all of this stuff as well.
This whole place has gone up like the 4th of July.
Yeah, we know that there's another group that was over here somewhere. The bodyguard unit. So they've been wiped out. Let's just bring these in with their carbines.
All this destruction. That's what you get for dragging me out here.
We can't do much. Oh, there we go. That's another bodyguard unit.
Movement.
Now we don't have to worry about them. We just have to get out of here.
Quite lucrative.
So we'll move these up. Get a little bit of protection
Go.
in there.
Go.
I'll keep them running. Looks like we're okay there. And our turn there.
Quite a bit of collateral, Major.
Just make a charge for it now. Good protection along that wall.
Took out the whole neighborhood, didn't we? Repositioning.
Just get these charging in.
What?
Okay, next round.
Yeah. All right. Movement.
It's only an EMP team. We don't have to worry about that one so much.
Yeah?
Getting close now. If I have to move into the middle, I'll just stay where I am there.
What?
Actually, that's not really what I want to do. Just back away from that EMP team. I think this must be the zone.
Ruin this place.
I do have a shot there at those, but I'm going to run. Let's get into the zone first. Oh, yeah, she's just in this area here. That's what we have to do. Okay, so just need to get everyone across there.
Move it.
So I'm not going to be able to this turn. I can get 5, but not 6.
Sir. Listen up. We're moving.
All right, that'll do.
What?
Sir.
That should be it.
You put in the work, you get
Mission
the
accomplished.
rewards.
There we go. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Pretty cool little game. Like it's sort of it's interesting because the tiles are so big. So item received large trinkets. I think we can just sell that. Trade value 20. There we go. Accept. We also received incendiary infantry accessory incendiary grenades, highly flammable. Throw at the target that causes the tile to burn and causes damage over time to all units. Okay, that's pretty cool as well. I like the detail with what this has got. So, take out the bomb maker. It did take us a bit of time to play it, but that's okay. Secured ordnance. Battlefields are littered with munitions. Okay, so upon completion, gain 1 random explosive item, which is what we got. Logistics. So we went in there with that sort of lowish logistics. Everything looks good there actually. That looks so we did well with the casualties. Only lost 1. Difficulty multiplier 1.2. I'm not sure what that relates to. Anyway, that's so we got the auto grenade launcher for the light vehicles. We also got the boarding combat jet suit, commando jet suit. Okay. This is heavy armor, a heavily reinforced spacesuit used by pirate boarding commandos for close combat fighting. Okay, that's cool. So we ended up picking up those different bits and pieces. So choose 1 reward. I think I'll take. Oh god, which one? Take that just for the fun of it. Okay, so we actually have those. That was successful, so we'll just go and finish these off. We did actually have killed squaddies. Tanker was killed, so we did lose 1 squaddie from the Corporal Jane's sniper team. So that's done. And now we're back to the Lion's Den. Was the only one that we sort of have available. But anyway, I thought I'd actually show the game, sort of show where it currently is. But I'm really looking forward to seeing this meta game, the strategic layer, sort of come into force. But it's a fun little game. I really, really hope that they actually add in an in-mission save. It's sort of one of these things where I've seen so many negative comments, and I'm one of the people who say that as well. But there's been a lot of people who just want to be able to come back and play these things when they've got like 10-15 minutes, and without the in-mission save, that's a major problem. So I'm hoping that we find information about that, because that for me is is almost, it devalues the value of the game quite substantially, because you saw there it took an hour to play that particular mission, and so you do have to have the hour available to spend with the game. Anyway, but other than that, I've really got to say I really am thoroughly enjoying this game. There's a lot of tactical strategy, like when you actually are playing the tactical game. You saw there we had to sort of switch things around a little bit. We had a lot of it our own way. That sort of deploying or ducking down is massive when you're playing the game. Like, that really helps enormously. The first time I played, I didn't do that, and suffered greatly because I didn't do it. But and also just keeping multiple teams looking after each other also helps enormously as well. I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe if you did. I'll catch you guys next time.